All right, everybody, looks like we are live. Let me get all the electronics going, make sure we are good to go. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let a few people jump on. I know it's a little unannounced. For you guys that are going back and watching this later, this will be a little bit of how-to and tips and tricks from Crazything Airbrush. I would like to let you know that any of the information you get here on my videos is just how I do it. Okay? This isn't how it must be done. I'll give you some pointers on how I do things here in my airbrush shop. That's the best I can do for you. When I do these live videos, I do try to make sure to let you know what I'm doing. I try to get out of my head so that I can talk to you guys and tell you what I'm doing, how I'm doing, what I'm using, things like that. Today, I will be doing a baseball helmet. So if you want to know how to do some plastic or some baseball helmet or any kind of helmet for that matter, stay tuned. This is for a young man who was very awesome. He was here in my shop. Him and his mom brought this to me, and he's very excited for me to do this for him. He's going to have the best looking helmet on the field. But I will go over some of the stuff here in my live videos. I cannot control the sound and the video quality very well. There are trains that go by. My air compressor will kick on from time to time. It'll get loud, but it'll turn back off. There's airplanes. There might be a customer come by. Lots of stuff. It's out of my control. So guys, what I did, the first thing I did was I scuffed this up. Actually, the first thing I did was took all the stickers off of it. Elena, good morning. It had a whole bunch of stickers on it. Not a whole bunch, several. I took all them off, removed them. They all come off pretty good. I don't believe there's any markings of them on it anymore. So that's cool. Sometimes it does leave them. But once all the stickers are off and the glue is off, I take one of these. These are magical, guys, in the airbrush world, the paint world. These are amazing because these allow you, since they're flexible, to get inside all these little nooks and crannies, because this is not a flat spot on this thing, guys. So if you've ever tried to prep anything that's not flat and you're sitting there with a flat piece of sandpaper in your hand, it doesn't work out very well. So these are magical. So that's what I did. I went over it really well, scuffed it all up. Then you need some sort of prep cleaner, which is what this is. Doesn't have to be this kind, but there's a lot of good degreasers and cleaners out there. Take your pick. What is it? This cleaner here is just a prepping cleaner. It says it's a degreaser, removes glue, it removes grease, silicone, overspray, bug stuff. Like I said, there's lots of those out there. I'm not an advocate for any specific brand, but this stuff here has done a good job for me. It's SEM brand, but I'm not afraid of trying other kinds. No, the sandpaper. Okay, I got you. This is a Scotch-Brite pad. This is a gray one, and I use these the most. It's kind of like a steel wool pad, but a lot softer. It's mild, so it's not going to scratch your pieces all deep and nasty. Now they make different grades of these, just like they do sandpaper. What you want to be is under 1,000 grit. So I would suggest getting between a 600 and a 800 grit on these. But once you've gotten it all nice and consistent, You've got it clean. You want to keep your hands off of it so that I don't have to worry about the oils all over my hands. Okay. This is what I'm going to be airbrushing today for any of you guys that want to watch now or later. When I get done with this video, I will post it on my YouTube. This will be a long video. So if you don't have time to watch it all now, that's cool. You can check it out on my YouTube later if you want to. You'll be able to fast forward it. Go to the end if that's what you want to do. If you don't want to hang out, that's cool too. I understand. People are busy. I have my white mixed up already. So you guys didn't get to see that. Sorry. Not sorry. Erica, how's it going? So what I'm going to do next is my black. Okay. I'm going to show you a trick. Right now there's nothing but water in it. So, you know, I'm just spraying out the water and getting it all out. Look behind me. See the eagle? There's Pennywise behind me. So guys, now it's empty. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's empty. Normally, I would show you to mix this 50-50, right? That's what I always do. Get you a good start. But what I want to do, good morning, Tammy. I want to put a nice layer of black. Have a blessed day. Going to finish up a prom dress. Well, that sounds like fun. When you get done with it, send it to me and I'll airbrush it for you. I want a nice layer of black. Good morning, Jennifer. I want a nice coverage of black so that I've got one consistent color with this. Okay, so I'm going to be spraying this full on, okay, full throttle at first. So there's no reason for me to mix my paint yet. So I am going to take it straight out of the bottle. Best way to do it, right? Straight out of the bottle. So for now, and always, guys, always, if you haven't heard me say this yet, you will. Good morning, Cindy. How's it going today? Always shake your paint. I don't care if it's been sitting for a day or over the weekend or even longer. You may not even keep track of how long that bottle's set. So it will separate. It doesn't hurt anything. It'll go back together as long as you shake your paint. And while we are live, I wanted to address some questions. You are welcome to ask any questions you want, but I want to address some questions. I try to do that when I'm doing live videos. I've been asked a lot about what social media I'm going to be on. That is a hard question to answer at any given day. Shake, shake, shake. Always. Social media. Guys, I am a social media nut. I am on Instagram. I'm here on Facebook. I have my Facebook page, Crazything, which you're watching right now, me live. I have YouTube, TikTok. I have a website. All this stuff, right? And on any given day, yesterday I was on TikTok doing live videos on TikTok for a little while. You don't know that because you're not following me on TikTok. So if you really want to keep track of me and every single thing I do, then you would have to watch all the time and be on all of them. I'm going to try my best to make sure to keep everything where I'm at. Hello, Sandy. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be right here on Facebook. But I'm also going to do stuff on TikTok. And I'm also going to do stuff on YouTube. So that all my eggs aren't in one basket. I don't want to put everything on Facebook and then Facebook decide tomorrow that they want to ban me for something somebody said 3 years ago. Shut my entire page down. Now nobody can see what I do and I don't get any business. So it's smart to try to branch out. So guys, if you want to follow me on more platforms, you're more than welcome to, because I will have content on all of them. I'm trying to grow every single one of them. So I'm live on Facebook right now. When I'm done, I'll post it on my YouTube. And then when I'm done with that, if I get a chance, I'll show stuff off on my TikTok too. So guys, follow me, share my stuff. I want the entire world to see what I'm doing, and I can't do that unless you help me. Otherwise, I'm just sitting here you know, in the garage by myself talking to a phone. Glad to catch you on my break. You on break, Sandy? You need a break. Take an extra break. Tell them I said so. If they have a problem with them, tell them to come see me. All right, guys. Straight paint. This is not reduced. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do, okay? I just want a nice, consistent. I know the helmet's already black, so you may not even be able to pick it up on camera what I'm actually doing. But I need a consistent layer of black on this helmet. It'll also help cover up any imperfections. It'll make it look like a newer helmet because this is a used helmet. And yeah, you should be wearing a mask while you do this. That is definitely the recommendation. But we don't need to go into the discussion on why I don't. I just want a nice, consistent color. That was about a half a cup of paint. And I'm not done yet. That's why I didn't reduce it, because I would have ran out of paint and I would have been wasting time in reducing. There was no sense in that. So I'm going to pour about another half a cup. Excuse my voice today, guys. I do still have a bit of a cold. I've been working on getting that better for a while, but it's coming along. All right, guys, I'm gonna move around to the front. You'll notice as it starts to dry that it's gonna look real inconsistent at first because you're gonna have dry spots versus wet spots. But that's okay to have wet spots. Mind out of the gutter, guys. It's too early in the morning for that. This won't take long to dry. Just putting a nice thin coat on everything. Alright guys, I've got a nice consistent black coverage of paint on my helmet now. So now I can go ahead and mix me some actual black. Now there's a little bit left in the cup, so you've got to kind of judge it here to about your 50-50 that you want to start with. So that's got some paint and reducer. I'm going to add a little bit more paint. You don't want to fill these up. You don't need to fill them all the way up. There's several reasons for that. You can get messy, for one. But for two, what if you need to adjust it? You know, if you're wanting to adjust your paint at all, you can't adjust it. You can't add paint or add reducer if you've got an entirely full cup. So I'm about 50-50 here. I'm going to go ahead and start mixing. There's Amanda. How's it going, Amanda? Everybody that's watching. Sandy, all right, you have an amazing day. Don't work too hard. I hope you got that extra long break I was telling you about. Amanda, is your son watching? We've got everything prepped. I prepped everything ahead of time. I've had a couple people ask me to do some of the prepping on camera, but I think for the most part, most people don't want to see that, so I try to just explain it. If you guys want to see more of that, then that's fine. Just let me know. I am trying to provide information for you guys and be helpful. All right, so the white and the black is now mixed and ready to go. So you don't have to sit here and look at me all day because we're going to go over to the helmet. Are you ready? Come with me. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Mom says hi too. Well, hi, Mom. Thank you, Tabitha. I'm glad she's watching. So what I'm going to start with is the front here. The customer has given me an image that they would like me to put on the front of the helmet. So I'm going to do the best I can to do that. When are you going to customize your lawn tractor? Sitting in a parking lot in my car watching you do your masterpiece. Well, I'm probably not going to do the entire helmet on camera because it's going to take most of the day to do it. And I seriously doubt anybody's going to watch me that long. I don't even want to watch me that long. I don't like hearing myself talk that much. My lawnmower, the reason I don't do my lawnmower is because it's already like 16 years old. And I know as soon as I customize it, it'll stop working. I'll have to get another one. I know it would happen, but it would be pretty cool, right? If you see my yard right now, you'd see I don't even need a lawnmower half the time. It's a mess. So guys, you saw me mix my white. Now this isn't really a recommendation, but this is what I do. I do not airbrush with my needle cap on, but that leaves the needle exposed, guys. So not only will it poke you because it's a needle, you take a chance on bending it. Ronald, what's going on, buddy? I seen that nice piece of work you sent me earlier. It was pretty cool. You got some great line work. But you got to be careful with this needle, guys. If you bend that needle, you're going to have to fix it. You're going to have to replace it. There's a good chance. They do make things that can repair them depending on how bad they're bent. But either way, your day is ruined if you bend that needle. Okay, so be careful. If you're going to do what I do and airbrush without your needle cap, just be careful. This is already starting to look pretty dry, so I'm going to be able to get started pretty soon. You can see it kind of looks inconsistent at the moment because you've got wet spots and dry spots. This is not a new helmet. It is a used helmet, so there are places and spots on it, but there's nothing I can do anything about that. But luckily I've got an amazing customer with this one, so we're going to make it look amazing. But it's almost dry, so I can just about get started. I'm going to prop it up here. I don't know how well you guys can see. I am not a cameraman, in case you haven't noticed. It is almost dry. So I'm going to try to get it in an angle where you guys can see it really good. And I can see it really good as I'm working on it. part of me kind of wants to go over some of my new stuff I've been working on and try to sell you guys some stuff. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to refrain. If you want to see what I have, you can go to my Etsy page. I am on Etsy as well. Alright guys, I always spray a few times, especially on it's new paint. I'm just getting started. I don't know how it's going to act from cleaning it out yesterday and such. So I always spray it down on the ground a couple times first, because there might be some, I keep water in my guns overnight. There could be some water down in here, or anything for that matter, and you don't know how it's going to react the next day. I have had situations where you first start up and it just doesn't act right. Well, I don't want to be working on a project when that happens. So I will, and you'll see me often do this. It's just a habit, and I don't even realize I do it. What that is sometimes it may be leaking, and it may splatter. I would rather that first initial splatter hit my hand and then go to the project. That way that splatter is not all over the project. So just some of the tricks you see me doing that I'm trying to work on explaining for you guys that are interested. I really do want to help, not just so you see what I'm doing, but so that I can actually give you helpful advice. I really am trying to be helpful. Can you guys see really good there? I'm hoping. Cindy, you are correct. Every customer I have is extra amazing. They're super special because they're my customers. And did you see the boat that I just did? That customer was really cool. Alright guys, I'm going to get started. I'm going to spray it down. A couple sprays on the ground here. Make sure it's not leaking in my hand. You'll also see me picking the needle like this. I do it great. I'm reading at the same time I'm talking. That doesn't work. Talking's hard enough. I see great. That was amazing. Tabitha loves the boat. Tabitha is a good artist herself, by the way. So she can really appreciate the art and see the work that I put into that canvas. That canvas was huge, guys. You know, I'm taking this little guy right here and I'm airbrushing something, you know, that's massive. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get my layout here. I don't measure anything. I don't get out the tape measure and find my dead center and things like that. Cindy, thank you very much. I wouldn't make these videos if you guys didn't watch. You know, if you wasn't on here commenting and you didn't go to my YouTube and comment and things like that, if there was no comments, I would feel like a fool, like I'm just talking to my phone. There's nobody here. It's just me, but I'm talking to my phone. You know, my neighbor's outside. Can you imagine if a neighbor was to walk by? What is that guy doing in there? Who's he talking to? No, it does say Crazything on the front of the building. So you get what you get, right? Thanks, guys. I'm glad y'all liked the boat. I really thought it would have done really good on Facebook. Hoping it would have got more YouTube views, because it's really cool to see. That's why I like doing the videos, because you get to really go in there and zoom in and out and watch what's going on and see it up close, things like that. So guys, this has got a baseball image on the front. The baseball's got a face. You know, how cool is that going to be for a kid's baseball helmet? I know, hurry up and get started, Crazything, hurry up. All right, here we go. And on the side, we're going to put skulls and some lightning. Bobby Conrad, awesome. Man, you comment so much. I really appreciate you. Y'all don't realize how much I appreciate your comments. Not just on here, but every comment y'all make is helpful to me, so thank you. Thank you a lot. All right, so what do we need here? We need to just get a layout. Nice and light. I don't even know if you are going to be able to see it at first. Customer's reference is on the screen here. I don't know how well you guys can see. I guess if y'all could watch this on TV or a big screen, that'd be pretty cool, and probably be able to see it a lot better than me. And I'm not trying to make this exact, just because it's not who I am. But I do want to capture a good likeness, because I know that he liked that image. He's excited to get this helmet. I'm excited to paint it for him. He's a big YouTuber too, so he'll get to watch this. It's super cool when customers get to watch the videos. Isn't technology crazy? Any of you guys do TikTok? Lisa, how's it going? She got an amazing group, the Greatest Skulls group. She lets me post in there. Been trying to work on my TikTok. Everybody keeps telling me to go there because it's just turning into such a huge platform now. Trying to get in on that to get some visibility. Any of you guys know any helpful tricks on TikTok? Send me a message. Been working on it though. Been doing a few live videos over there. So I'm cleaning my tip out again. You'll see me do it often. It's the reason I have fingernails. It really is. I can't stand fingernails. I have women fingernails and it drives me nuts. They grow super fast. They're very strong. I want them gone. But they are useful right here because I can use those fingernails right there. Fielder is going to flip out to see you doing his helmet on YouTube. That's what I'm hoping for. Amanda, my day is set to do this helmet so that I can make this YouTube video so that he can see it. I could have went ahead and I could have started on this like 2 hours ago and not set up for a video and just tried to knock it out real quick and called you up and be like, I didn't get time to do it, but it's done. You know, I didn't get time to video it. I seen the look on his face. He's going to be excited. So that's why I'm taking the extra time to do this for you and for him. That's the stuff that fills me up in here, so I'm thankful to be able to do it. I know, I get to sounding too cheesy when I start talking about stuff like that, guys, but I'm very passionate about what I do. It's not just about making $1. I couldn't do it if that's all there was to it. Got to make a positive impact with your art. God didn't give me this ability for nothing. I can make money all kinds of different ways. There's a lot of stuff you guys don't know about me. When it comes to things I know, and, you know, I used to do construction. I've done flooring and roofing and plumbing, and I've worked in factories. I've done mechanic work. I've worked in a body shop. I've worked in landscaping and just blah, 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 blah. I didn't like any of it. It was just a job. But now I get to create amazing smiles and I get paid to practice. I want to do this the rest of my life, guys. Jack of all trades, that's right. Everything you do is a very special piece. Well, thank you, Erica. I try to work from the heart. I'm not kidding when I tell people I want the whole world to see what I do. I'm so scared that people are going to get tired of seeing my work. One of my biggest fears. People are just going to get, to where they, oh look, Eddie did something else. Oh well. People get desensitized so easily these days. They want that quick 10-second video that shows everything so they can get on with their busy lives. They don't have time to sit and watch somebody do something by hand. So y'all done got me on a rant. You get to make everybody happy. Well, I try. Thank you, Misty. Thank you. Never get tired of watching you do what you do. Well, I appreciate that. I wish there was a lot more people like that. Let's see if you can get me about 1 million followers on here. How cool would that be? Especially like on YouTube or something where they could actually pay me to do it and have that passive income. That'd be cool. Then I could afford to actually sit and do these videos more often. Alright guys, can you see him starting to take shape? So I can stop with my rant and get back to my airbrushing. Because I'm sure you guys are getting tired of listening to me with all my ranting. So I'm going to show you the reason I did this black. Because now I can take my black and I can actually come back through and sharpen these edges up. And clean up all my overspray. And you're not going to tell the difference because I'm using the same black that I already put on there as a background. Does that make sense? If I didn't do that ahead of time, you're going to see the difference in this black versus the other black of the actual helmet itself. So you need that black background so that you can come in here and clean it all up. That is just part of being a 100% freehand airbrush artist. Now I could do like some people. I could have printed out this picture and then cut it out of the piece of paper, put it on here and made a stencil real quick. And I could have sprayed it in 30 seconds and had this image already ready for me, but that's not how I do my work, guys. I'm never going to apologize for that. I want to create it, not spray a stencil for it. In the airbrush community, there's a few people that don't like that. They believe that it's all about the end result. They really do. Well, as long as the end result and the customer's happy, it doesn't matter how you get there. Really? Well, why don't you just print it off and hand it to them? But that's okay. Everybody has their own belief system. They have a right to have their beliefs just like I have a right to have mine. That doesn't make me right or them right. Now he's got a baseball bat hanging out of his mouth in this reference picture. I don't know how well you guys can see that. I'm going to make the bat just a little bit bigger than it is in the picture. It looks like a little short stubby bat in the picture. I want to make it just a little longer. saying that out loud so that nobody points it out. Well, the one in the picture looks like this. Well, I'm making mine look like this. That's the cool thing about not making anything exact. It's just a reference picture, guys. I don't do anything exact. When I have customers approach me and they say, I need this exact image, I'll walk the other way. I don't even want to hear anybody that talks like that. I mean, it's an immediate turnoff for me when they start wanting things exact. That's not what art is. Even if I could do it, I wouldn't want to, right? Is he looking cool yet? Can you guys see it? Look at there. Check him out. So that fancy camera work. How do you do that, Crazything? I can't tell you all my secrets. Just like my magical sound effects. You hear the airplane going over? Yep, that's not me pushing buttons. It's an actual airplane. As long as it don't fall on our heads, we're good to go. So where are you guys located while we're on here? I am in Cecilia, Kentucky. I know several of you guys know that. It's sunny and 60 degrees here today. It's just an example to go by, but it is better to make your own unique design. That is right, Eric. Eric is spot on. She knows what she's talking about. Got a mouthful of teeth. Amanda's in Flaherty. Erica's in Sonora, Kentucky. All my local crowd. That's what I like. It's funny too, because it's amazing what we can make happen, right? Last year I was telling my wife, like, you know, we really need to work on our local crowd. You know, we have so much work that is being shipped all over the world, and it's amazing. But what happens if I can't ship? What happens if, you know, the internet goes down or Facebook shuts off, blah, 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 blah. I'm sitting here in Cecilia, Kentucky, and nobody knows about me. So it's really cool to be able to get a lot more of my local crowd involved and have people bring me pieces like this. I love it. I live by the Toledo Express Airport and the 180 Fighter Wing. Love hearing those fighter jets go over. That would be pretty cool. Tabitha's in New York, her and her mom. And her dog. Alex loves that dog. My boy Alex. So proud of him. I love my family so much. They are all so amazing. Feeling pretty grateful today, guys, to have you guys and my family and what I do. It's just so amazing. You guys allow me to do it. All right, I'm going to get a little technical for some of you guys that want to hear it. If you can see it, the line right here is getting a lot more overspray than it should. So as you're painting, if you start to see the overspray get worse, there's a couple different things you can do. You can try reducing your paint just a little more since you're on a hard surface like this. A fabric will soak it up and you won't see that overspray as much. Or another thing that you do is you'll see me, it's kind of a telltale sign that, hey, you need to clean your needle tip because it's not going down a nice, smooth, clean needle anymore. It's being splattered against a dirty needle. That can help too. Your family is amazing. So glad we got to know you all. My family is amazing. Does that sound bad? Is that gloating or egotistical? I'm always worried about sounding goofy. I'm just so proud of everything that has been going on the last couple of years. I'm so happy and proud. I can't say it enough, so I'm always afraid I'm saying it too much and sound like I got a big ego or something. Just proud. Proud to be a husband, proud to be a dad. You know, I still have a struggle at times calling myself an artist. Even though I've been doing it over 2 years now, full time. Still not a job. It's not an occupation. It's still just a blessing to be able to do it. So here's your layout, guys. Get him chew on that bat. Time for a drink. Calm down, everybody. Not that kind of drink. It's green tea. I don't drink. Five calories. Need to drink more of them so I can get rid of this. This winter was rough on me. I've been packing the weight on. I'll work on it. One of the downfalls, I guess, to airbrushing is it's not very physically demanding. So I'm not burning a lot of calories sitting here talking to you guys. Let's see where we're at there. Looks like a good spot. You got to be happy in your own skin. Right now, I put on a few extra pounds that I got to get rid of. I'm not happy in my own skin. I know, it's got nothing to do with airbrushing, right? What I'm doing now is I'm going through and sharpening up some of the lines that are already there. Looking awesome. Do you prefer sitting or standing? Depends on what I'm working on. It really does. If I'm working on a shirt, I just as soon stand up and do it. But to stand up and work on this one, I would be like this, be all hunched over. So I would need it up here somewhere. And it does, it just depends on what I'm working on. I try to do a little bit of both. Hopefully I'm not boring you too much, Amanda. I really want to get those details in there for Fielder and make it look good. Start to come alive now that I get the eyes in there. This is not something I'd want to do at the end of the day. The airbrush guns seem to start deteriorating as the day goes on, and I know that that's where the paint sits. I seem to, about midday, get my best detail work, where I can just go in, add the details, and not have to struggle at all. At the end of the day, they seem to be a little bit more of a struggle. A little bit finickier, I guess. Look at those eyes. That's a mean baseball, guys. Yeah, he's wicked looking. It took years and years before I could even put those little dots on there like that. I mean, just a lot of practice. Look at the dots on the eyes. And you can actually see just with my finger in comparison, just the size of those dots. To be able to go in there and just add those dots freehand like that took me years. I guess I take it for granted of just how much practice it took to be able to get in there and, because for the longest time I'd get in there and I'd mess it up, try it again and have to go back around it and go back over it again, try it again, and it would splatter on me, so I'd have to try it again. But I'm getting there, guys. Like I said, my customers, they pay me to practice. Okay, so as of right now, he's just a ball, right? So we need to turn him into a baseball. Let's do that. You know what keeps that from being a perfect line? Breathing. Yep. Breathing. Every little breath makes you move. I don't know how to avoid that unless I passed out holding my breath too much. I do hold my breath whenever I do some letters really small. I'll have to hold my breath. So we need some red, and I don't have any red mixed up yet. Thanks, guys. Looks cool. You're doing great. I appreciate it. Had a little water in it. All I'm doing now is getting the water out, making sure it's all gone. All right, I need a nice, good red. Let's see here. I've got. Come here, red. Come here. Where you at? There it is. Found it. I have a normal opaque red, which is a good, nice, bright, vibrant red. But I think it's going to look a little better with this red. It's not quite as vibrant, but I think it gives it more of the closer look to the stitches. I don't think the stitches of the baseball are like real shiny. What do I always say, guys? Shake your paint. Shake your paint. Always shake your paint. You know what? I think it'd be a better idea to do the light brown first for the baseball bat. Shake it, okay? That way I'm flushing from a lighter color to a little bit of a darker color. That's right, Cindy, you gotta shake it. Now I don't need much paint, and I'm not flushing anything because it's a clean airbrush gun. So I only need a little bit of paint, okay? You see that? There was like, what, 4 drops? Was anybody counting? Can you rewind that, go back, count it, tell me? Never mind. Not important, not important. All right, so as usual, first little bit kind of goes to the floor gods there. Kind of flush it through. Can you guys see it all? 4 drops. You guys were counting. Y'all are awesome. For that, or maybe 4 is just harder for me. That's big numbers. Numbers and words are hard. Let's see what we can do with 4 drops of paint. All day long. Now I'm going to highlight it. Go by your house too? Some days they just seem extra loud and extra long. Like come on, everybody heard you the first 20 times you sounded the horn, right? I don't think I noticed it near as much until I started being out here and like I would listen to podcasts, and you know, you're trying to hear people talk over top of all that. Sometimes, you know, you got to pause what you're doing. I guess when you got to pause something so many times, you start seeing just how much it's actually doing it. Oh yeah, does that look like a baseball bat? Getting there, right? You see the wood grain that I went ahead and threw on there for detail? Getting there. Now, here comes one of the tricky parts. I don't know how well it's going to go on camera. You see how we have the seams going across? Well, now, in order to do the stitches, I need dots first. Show you what I mean. Oh, maybe I'm getting too picky, but I want to make this look good, you know? Again, with those little bitty dots, guys. I'm waiting to mess it up. I'm trying not to. Phew, did it. Good job, guys. I could feel y'all supporting me while I was doing that. See, look at see the dots? You can actually hear the subway. That's pretty cool. Miss the trees, I bet. I'm glad you liked the bat, Amanda. Guys, Amanda, if I didn't tell you, Amanda Forum there, the name right there. Well, that's where it's at for me. She's the one that's paying me today. Everybody thank Amanda. Thanks, Amanda. That was creepy. Who said that? I don't know. There's some guy, some crazy guy sitting in there with this air machine talking to his phone. Some weirdo. All right. So I'm getting rid of the brown that was in here. Was breathing for me. That's good. Somebody needed to. I'm going to put a couple drops of reducer in here now. And I'm going to mix that up so that I can spray out that reducer. And that'll help spray out that brown that I got in there. There's not much brown left because, remember guys, we only put how many drops in there? Y'all counted. That's right. We put 4 drops of paint in there and that was it. So there's not much left. So pretty darn clean, right? So now we can put some red in there. Is anybody counting that time? Alright, red can be tricky sometimes, but I'm going to give it a go. Red, for some reason, when it's made, is just a little thicker than some of your other colors. So sometimes it needs to be reduced. We'll see how it does. Take the cap off so I can reach my needle and make sure it stays clean for me. You want the laces to not be straight. It wouldn't look right if they were straight. You want them to be rounded. Not too bad. Probably missing some of you guys talking. I apologize for that. I have the reference picture up, so it goes by pretty quick sometimes. Thanks for all the likes, guys. Batter's up. There you go. Yeah, I am no chemist by any means. I don't know what extra things required to make red. But it just tends to be thicker and harder for me to work with. When it comes to doing real small detail work. It'll spray normal just fine. If you wanted to spray it wide open, no big deal. There we go. Now I'm going to get the gums in here while I have the red in the gun. Give his mouth a little bit of depth there. I'm pretty sure I remember it being in the reference picture, but if not, it is in there now. Now I am going to put the cap back on. Erica says airplane. Yeah, I wonder if we hear the same airplanes. You're not too far. Another reason that you want to continuously clean the end of your needle, the best way, a good way I know to explain it, is to picture a water hose. And you're sitting there with a water hose and you've got a nice consistent pressure, the water's coming out. What happens if you put your finger at the end of that water hose? Right. That's the same thing that happens with this, because paint is going over that needle constantly, and then it's starting to build up on there constantly. Well, once it builds up on that needle, you're causing a restriction that's going to cause all kinds of issues. So I think, I believe this little guy's done. I'm gonna reach him up here so you guys can get a good look at him. That's right, it'll splatter or it'll stop coming out. And you know what happens if it stops coming out? Then you're building up pressure behind it. Then what happens? Oh man. A new night scene, yeah. You got that right. That's enough to make you drink tea. All right. So now, let's move to the sides. Now, his name is going back here, like that. Probably won't be doing that on video. Out of respect, for one, for the family. Because, you know, one of these days when I get rich and famous, there's going to be, you know, 2 million people watching this video later. I don't know. And then that way they don't have to worry about being sought out and being harassed by a bunch of people because they got one of my helmets. Sounds good, right? Well, you're full of yourself there, Eddie. Alright. Now, I don't like to video names and stuff. It's just not my place, even if I have permission. That, and I'll probably run out of time for the video. But I am going to do the skulls right here. Okay. Y'all ready for that? Looks so cool. Thank you. Are you laughing at me, Amanda? Maybe worth millions one day. That's right. That's right. And you've got proof on video right here that I did it, right? I've had some requests of people wanting me to do airbrush things on video that I've had to turn down. But that's a discussion for another time. If he likes skulls, we want to give him some cool looking skulls. I don't even sign my own name on my work. Well, Joe Roberts, whose name are you putting on it? Don't put my name on your work. That's not how it goes. Skullaholic. I got skulls everywhere. You seen the skulls on the wall back here? Everything from here up was airbrushed, but there's actually everything that you see down below, which you can't see a lot of it, was actually done with pen and markers and pencils years ago before I even had an airbrush gun. Well, Fielder buddy, I hope you enjoy this helmet. I'm going to do my best to make it look awesome for you. I'm excited to hear what you got to say when you get to watch it. I cannot promise that this is going to make you a better ball player, but I bet it does. Is that a cool name? Fielder? I like it. It's unique. I like unique. In case you didn't notice. Nope, sorry. Getting messages from people wanting quotes. You're going to have to wait. I'm busy. Everybody wants it now. Busy taking care of one of my amazing local customers. Love doing stuff like this for the kids. I like to do my art when listening to certain types of music. I agree, Ronald, but I'm not allowed to listen to music while I'm doing this, or they'll kick it. They'll kick me out. I bet it does make him a better ball player. It's going to be his lucky helmet. Oh, he don't need luck. He's going to be wanting to wear the helmet so much he'll be out there practicing like crazy, and it's going to be the best looking helmet on the field. So while everybody else is staring at the helmet, he's going to be playing and practicing and doing a good job. Kids are so innocent. They don't realize the skill and the dedication and the work that goes in. They just realize that they've got something special and it makes them feel special. And if you can make a kid feel special because show them how special they really are, you change that child's life. Did you know that? People forget that. They take for granted that they're kids, and you really got to teach children just how special they are so that when they get older, they know to love themselves and they treat themselves good. And you guys are going to get me on another rant I don't need to do. Yeah, everyone will be looking at his hat and he's going to be making home runs. Exactly. Like, go get the ball. I can't. I'm busy looking at the artwork. Did you see that skull run by me? I could see that. Some of the kids might be scared. I'm okay with that too. My man said he wanted skulls. He's getting skulls. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Amanda says you're cracking me up. Gotta love what you do. And I get to love what I do. Sorry about the air compressor, guys. Can't control it. Gotta have the air. Couldn't hear me? Well, why not? Luckily, being in a 60-gallon tank, it doesn't run all the time. A smaller tank would run a lot more. Amanda, I know we didn't really get to talk a lot about what we were going to put here, but I'm going to kind of ghost in a skull for you so it fills it up really good. No extra charge. He's a little meaner looking than the rest. Look at that. Look at that. Imagine when the ball gets hit way up in the air, the guy running to go catch it, and he's looking up to go catch it. Look at that. You imagine the guy behind him's going to freak out. And there's the other one. I don't know that I gave you a good look at it. So we've got that skull. We've got that skull. We've got the awesome baseball on the front. Next, this side. Probably going to go a little cheesier, funnier, cool skull on this side. Because I can. Make it look different, so it's got something different all the way around it. We also will be adding some lightning. Hey there, honey. That didn't sound right, did it? How's it going? Thanks for joining us. I'm airbrushing an awesome baseball helmet today. Cool about doing these on video, you get to actually see the amount of work that goes in. I mean, you guys didn't even watch me prep this thing. It took a little while. When it's done, I got to clear coat it. If I don't have any of the clear coat out here, I would show you what I used. I know I've shown it in some of my other videos. It's a rattle can. Here's another airplane. How's he looking so far, guys? Can you see him very good? He's wearing a hat. You call it a skull cap? Come on, that was cheesy. I know. I know it was. It's okay. The bad thing about these things, they're impossible to take a picture of. Can't get a good picture for nothing. Amanda, are you still watching? So next we got lightning. His eyes are cool. So I thought he'd look completely different that way. I mean, it's a baseball cap. That's right, Erica. Why not? Give him a cool looking critter there. I like the look of that one. Yeah, he looks cool. Time for some lightning. Oh, the lightning coming out of these holes. Loves a backwards cap. I thought so. I thought it was something different. Something unique. Yeah, let's get this lightning going. We're going to put quite a bit of lightning on there. Cindy says she loves it. Awesome. I'm glad. You guys, don't forget, when I'm done with this, I will be putting this on my YouTube, okay? Crazything Art. Search Crazything Art on my YouTube page. If you search Crazything Art on YouTube, you'll find me. Just wait, Amanda, wait till you see when I add the blue to the lightning. My fat bud's getting hungry. Thought we have to take a lunch break before I do the name. Looking pretty wicked. The boys' eyes are gonna light up. I hope so. I think he'll love it. Except I still gotta put his name back here on the back. I'm gonna add some blue. Go over here and flush out. Add a little bit of reducer so it'll flush easier. Wipe out your cup. I'm glad you like it, Amanda. As long as the clear coat goes well, which I'll clear coat it maybe this afternoon after it's good and dry, then it should be ready to pick up tomorrow, Amanda. Or whenever you get a chance. Anytime between 10 and 5, you know. Tomorrow, the next day. Alright, where's my blue? I know you're in there. I just had you yesterday. Now, what do we do with our paint, guys? Always shake your paint. Gotta shake your paint. I just used this yesterday, but I know it still needs to be shaken up. This is awesome, awesome sauce to watch it come alive before your eyes. You rock. Love all your work. Well, thank you so much. I can only do this with you guys. Every one of you watching makes this possible. Every comment, every share, every time you watch my YouTube. Guys, watching my YouTube videos, I need every minute that I can get. And every hour, I need somebody watching those videos. So yeah, if you guys get the opportunity to watch my YouTube, You get some time, check them out. All right, let's see. I don't know how well you guys can see this, so you're really gonna like this part, Amanda. Gotta love blue lightning. All right, check this out, guys. Kathleen, how's it going? Look at the lightning. What do you think about that, Amanda? You like the lightning? I think the blue really gives it a lot of depth. It'll really look good clear coated too. But yeah, the lightning definitely ties it all together. Tired of looking at it yet? I need a third hand. Somebody grab this. Here, hold this. Oh, that ain't gonna work. See, it's like you guys are here with me. My messenger's going off like crazy. Sorry guys, I'm busy. I'm on a live video, I can't help you. So, all I gotta do now is the name. I'm trying to think of a good font that I want to use. Amanda, what do you think about lightning as a font? How cool would that be? Heather says loving it. You think lightning would look cool as a font? I need to put together a stand to put things on that turns. Yeah, I agree. You can do it too if you want. They actually make stands for helmets and such. I'm too cheap. I'm way too cheap to buy all that fancy stuff. I'm not a fancy guy. So guys, I'm going to call this video done so that I can go get me some lunch. Let this kind of dry a little bit more. I'm going to finish this up, put the name on there. That's why I said make one. It's cheaper. I know, you're right. I heard you. I know you're right. But then that means it's less time I'll be airbrushing. Because I got to make something else. I know. Guys, I'm going to go grab me a bite to eat. Thanks for watching the video. For any of you guys that used it for some helpful advice, I hope it was helpful. Please share, push buttons, help me out. I want the world to see everything that I do. Guys, thank you so much. Special message to Fielder. Thank you for being you. Because you are you, I get to do this. I get to follow my dreams, and I hope this helps you to later on realize that with God and hard work, anything is possible. Because I'm proving that, and I get to do it because of you and your mom, because you guys support me. So it's proof right here. You see it on video, guys. You're watching me on YouTube, or whether you're watching me on Facebook, Fielder, you'll be watching me on YouTube. So come on. You're watching your helmet get airbrushed by me on YouTube. How cool is that? I mean, who would have thought that's possible? Well, you guys made it possible. I have a recent video. It's in my shorts on my YouTube called Unstoppable. Guys, if you haven't seen that, it's in my shorts on the playlist. Not in my shorts. That didn't sound good. Look on my playlist and look under shorts. And that's where you'll find it. All right. Now we got a tornado siren. Must be 12 o'clock. You never know what you're going to hear. All right. Guys, I'm going to get off here before Bigfoot comes in here and screams at me or something. I don't know what's going to be next. You never know what's going to happen in Crazything shop. Guys, thanks for all that you do. I'm getting off here.